not even me Bowers game for me.
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another game review. And today I'm very excited to check out Jungle Speed from Asmodee. This is for 2 to 10 players, taking about 15 minutes to play, and it's for ages 8+. And in Jungle Speed, you're going to have this totem in the middle of the table, and your job is to try to grab this totem at certain times throughout the game. But it's not going to be that easy, because other people are also going to be trying to grab that totem before you can grab it. If you're able to grab it, then you'll get rid of your cards, and if you get rid of all your cards, you'll win the game. Sounds simple? It is simple, but is it good? Let's open it up, and I'll tell you what I think. Alrighty then, we're going to take a look at what you're going to get inside of Jungle Speed. So first and foremost, we have a handy-dandy rule booklet. 8 pages, double-sided, full color, full of pictures, illustrations, examples. Very well done. Should have you up and running in no time at all, so big thumbs up on the rule booklet. So in Jungle Speed, you are going to be trying to get rid of all the cards in front of you as fast as you can. Be the first person to get rid of all these cards, and also all the cards you're going to have in a discard pile right here in front of you, and you're each going to have your own separate discard pile, then you will be the winner of the game. You are going to get rid of those cards by grabbing this totem in the middle of the table as fast as you can at certain times throughout the game. What am I talking about? Let's go with the components. Let's get in the gameplay. So first, component-wise, you're going to have this little bag right here where you can put everything if you want to travel with it and you want to get rid of the box, because the box is kind of flimsy. I never use it because I like boxes, but hey, that's a your mileage may vary kind of thing. Next, you're going to get the totem, which is plastic. It's kind of hard. I mean, we've had this hurt somebody if it goes flying and whacks somebody in the face, and we've had scenarios where that have happened before, generally when people are drinking. But yeah, there's the totem right there. And then the star of the show are going to be your cards. Cards, and more cards. And the cards are going to look like this. There's going to be different colors. There's going to be different shapes. And a lot of the shapes, as you may notice, might look very, very similar. This is by design. Because what's going to happen is, on your turn, you're going to flip over one of these cards. Really, I have no special cards. On your turn, you're going to flip over one of these cards in a very specific way so that everybody else sees the card first. So I'd flip it over, then this person would flip it over, and then this person would flip it over. And we'd keep doing this until we have a match at the table. So right now, somebody might, oh, we got a match. Because, look, we got 2 of these, then a circle, and then, oh, that's a square. So that'll happen from time to time where someone grabs it when it's not the right time to grab it. If that happens, then there is a penalty, and it's a very steep penalty. That person gets all of these cards, puts them on the bottom of their deck, and you continue playing. Now, it's not that big of a deal in a 3-player game, but if you're playing a 7, 8, 9, 10-player version of the game, that is a huge penalty. So let's keep going until we get to some of the special cards, because in the game, there are also 3 special cards that you will interact with. I'm sure we're going to hit one of them soon. So, almost there, so here's the first kind of special card. Without a doubt, my favorite special card in the game. This one means that everyone is going to try to grab the totem as fast as they can, and this one is normally the one where things can get a little bit nuts. So everybody's trying to grab it. Oh, grab it for the first time, and this guy grabbed it first over here. So what he gets to do, he gets to put all of his cards, boom, right underneath the totem. So they are no longer his cards, but the next person who has to take cards also takes these cards as well. And then we continue on about our merry way. So let's cheat a little bit. I'll show you the other 2 fancy cards. There's one of them. And there's the other one. So the next one we have is called a color match. When someone flips over a color match, you are no longer concerned about the shapes that you're putting out, but you're actually concerned about the colors that are out. So let's just say that color match was out right now. So let's say this happened. That I'm here, he's there, then this guy flips over a color match. Well, now me and him are going to try to grab this as fast as we can. So, hey, I got it, which means he gets my cards, he gets his cards, he gets his old cards that were still in the middle, and boom, we're on our merry way. And as long as that color match card is out, you no longer look at the shapes, you only look at the colors. So it will throw some people off. The last card in the game, and the one that gives people, I'd say, the most confusion, even though it's not terribly confusing, is this card right here. So when you come to this card, every single person at the table is going to flip over one card on the count of 3. So you'd say 1, 2, 3, and then everybody just flip. You're all going to flip it at the same time. And if you have any matches, then you have to do it. And this is where things get nuts, because sometimes people will flip over color matches. Sometimes people will flip over the one where everybody grabs stuff in the middle. Sometimes people will flip over the same design, but someone else on the other side of the table will have a color match, and they'll go for it, and they'll be like, oh no, this is a color match right now. And it really makes things quite interesting. But anywho, you're going to continue to go until someone has gotten rid of all the cards right here and all the cards they have in front of here, at which point they will be the winner of Jungle Speed. And that, in a nutshell, is how the game is played. Alrighty then, Jungle Speed from Asmodee. What are my final thoughts? Let's go over the pros, let's go over the cons. First, on the con side, game's not going to be for everybody for a variety of different reasons. 2 to 10 players is an outstanding player count, but I wasn't a fan of this at 2 and 3 players. 4 players is good, 5 and up is fantastic. That's pretty much the cutoff. If you're looking at this as a 4-player game, I say it's a good game. You're looking at this as anything higher than a 4-player game, I say yes, absolutely, but we'll talk more about that in the pros. Another con that I have with this game, and the biggest con that obviously I have with this game, is that this is a mindless speed game. There is nothing else that you can do in this game to give yourself a better chance to win. I mean, the strategy is, hey, when I need to, I'm going to grab this totem as fast as I can. And that's it. That's the only strategy in this game, which will be a turnoff to some people. It's obviously on the lighter side, and that's really what I got on the con side. I don't have too many cons with this game, as long as you go into it knowing it plays best at the medium to higher player counts, as long as you go into it knowing it's super light, no strategy, speed game. But moving on to the pros, Jungle Speed is an absolutely fantastic game. I love this game. This is one of the first games I ever got when I first got into the hobby. It was like within the first year. And a lot of those games I don't have anymore, because a lot of them were crap. I used to just buy everything I could find. I don't know why I haven't reviewed this game yet, to be honest with you, because it is freaking fantastic, and I've never had it not go over well. And I've probably played it 50 to 100 times now. No exaggeration, because it's super quick, super easy to learn, easy to teach, and it's one of those games that you can have it set up and you can teach it in probably about 2 minutes, because it's one of the ones where it's just like, all right, shuffling out all the cards, set the totem in the middle, we're just going to do a practice round and you will get a feel for how this game works. You do the practice round, flip the cards back over, say, all right, we're ready to go, let's go right now. And I like that. I like this game because everybody is always actively involved. You always have to be paying attention to what other cards people are flipping over, because, hey, you might have a match, or hey, you might have that card that makes you grab the totem in the middle, or hey, it might now be time for us to all flip over the cards at the same time, or hey, now it's a color match, so now I'm looking for something completely different. And I like that aspect of the game. It's a fantastic family game. It is a fantastic party game. This has gone over really well at parties and really well with kids and families. I brought this to my Aaron's house, youth retreats that I go to, the camps. Kids love this. I've had numerous parents, probably 4 or 5 parents, say, yeah, we went out and we bought this game after we played it that weekend, because it's just so stinking good. Now, the biggest bugaboo in the room, is this a good game night game? Because, you know, I look at games from all the different angles. This is a good game night game. I'm going to argue yes. I don't bust it out on game night too often. And there's a reason why I don't bust it off at game night too often. But I will say, I have busted this out at game night as a filler game when we're waiting for someone to show up. Like, say we have 6 players and we're waiting for that 7th player, or 7 players waiting for that 8th player, 4 players waiting for that 5th player. Any scenario such as that. And I busted this out before. And it's so short and so fun that people still dug the game. Even the people that were hesitant, like they didn't like speed games, like, oh man, it'd be terrible, oh gosh, this game's so dumb. They normally end up having fun with this game. So those people can enjoy it in short bursts. You know, the game night crowds, the more hardcore gamers, the Euroway gamers, the 2 to 3 hour to 4 hour type games can still have fun with this game, but you still can play it as a family, you can still play it at a party. It just goes over great in pretty much every situation. So in the end, Jungle Speed is a fantastic game. I really do. One of these days I gotta get the expansion, because if the expansion is as fantastic as the base game, it'll probably bump it up to a Bauer's Best seal. But for now, Jungle Speed is a no-brainer. If you have a family with 4+ people in it, absolutely recommend. If you have parties or you go to parties, absolutely recommend it. And if you're looking for a very silly speed lightweight filler and you have a larger game group, you know, say, think 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is definitely one I can recommend. So that is Jungle Speed from Asmodee. It might be a little bit of an oldie now, but oh my goodness, it's still a goodie. If you enjoyed this review, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below in the comments below. Let me know, what is your favorite speed game? A game that's just all about being fast. For me personally, Jungle Speed probably actually is my #1 I can think off the top of my head, but I really actually also enjoy Jab. It's this little boxing game from Tasty Mitchell Games. And I'm not just saying that because they sponsor the thing. I've never actually reviewed the game, to be honest with you. But I actually really enjoyed that. Granted, I've only played that one twice, I think, whereas I played this one tons and tons and tons of times. So Jab might kind of fall off. Of games that I've also played a lot, I really enjoy, what was it? Manga, I think was the name of it. I actually just reviewed it like a month or so ago. It's a really cool speed game. It's kind of like Blink, which is another speed game, but it has some gamery aspects to it. Let me know in the comments below, what's your favorite speed game? Because I'm always looking for more in my classroom. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.